Well, former ANC President Thabo Mbeki is in Pretoria wooing voters ahead of the poll. Let's take you live there now.
Campaigning for the African National Congress. He has been to see a number of veterans of the governing party here in Soshanguve, engaging with them, whom have told him that the ANC should focus on its unity and that they don't understand these breakaway parties that are being formed, and that the party must never be controlled by these breakaway organizations, and that the unity of the ANC must be paramount as the governing party seeks to renew itself and to discharge its mandate to the people of South Africa, Unati.
There he is flanked by the leadership of...
Yes, Unati is flanked by the leadership of the province of Gauteng, Panyaza Lusufi, who has spent the greater part of the day campaigning in and out the areas of Gauteng in all 5 corridors of the province. He was in Diepkloof earlier on today with the former deputy president of the ANC and former president of the country, Kgalema Motlanthe, earlier on, who also did speak about the internal wranglings within the governing party.
I don't know if you can hear me, but you did get an opportunity earlier on to speak to the ANC Gauteng chairperson, Panyaza Lesufi, earlier on. And of course, he was telling you that more leaders of the ANC will be campaigning. We'll see a lot of them, including David Mabuza, he said during the weekend. Just talk to us a little bit about that. Of course, we hadn't seen the former ANC Deputy President David Mabuza in a while. Right, it looks like we've lost Samkele Maseko there. Of course, you are seeing visuals there of the ANC leadership led there by ANC former President Thabo Mbeki, as well as the leadership of Gauteng. And of course, this is as a number of leaders of the ANC are crisscrossing across the country, pulling out all the stops with less than a month to go to the national elections, going out and campaigning. We've seen, of course, President Cyril Ramaphosa. He is in Philippi in the Western Cape. And we've also seen the former Deputy President Kgalema Motlanthe also in his campaign trail. Of course, this is at a time where the leadership is saying that it is trying to regain trust amongst the electorate, asking the electorate to consider voting for the ANC. It is a pivotal and critical time for the party, as we've seen, of course, with those various pollings pitting them at less than 50%, some even as far as between 40 and 45%. Of course, this also comes at the back of the ANC hauling its former president, to the disciplinary hearing that will be taking place next week. I do believe, Samkele, you are back. Just talk to us a little bit about what the former president Thabo Mbeki is saying to the electorate, and of course, what are we likely to see in as far as just the force of the leadership coming out to campaign, especially over this weekend? All right, we'll keep on, of course, just going back and forth with Samkele, as these are live visuals. And there you see the former President Thabo Mbeki speaking there to young and old as the ANC is crisscrossing across the country just on the campaign trail, speaking to various supporters about the upcoming elections. It is, as I said earlier, a crucial time for the ANC. And of course, the former president, Thabo Mbeki, speaking a little bit earlier on to our reporter, Samkele Maseko, on the Jacob Zuma matter, saying that it was critical then for, the ANC to follow that DC process with the former president. You will, of course, recall that the ANC has started its disciplinary processes against its former President Jacob Zuma. And of course, Jacob Zuma saying and indicating there that he will be attending those hearings, likely to happen then on the 7th of May at Luthuli House, with the MK party, of course, also saying that it will be there to support its leader during those proceedings. So plenty, of course, of development in around this space as political parties across South Africa really do start intensifying, in fact, their campaigns ahead of the elections, with less than, of course, 3 weeks or so to go.